Hi, I'm Trish from Honey Pies Recipes, and today I'm going to demonstrate how to clean and prepare berries. Let's start with blueberries. That's the easiest. Just take a bowl filled with cold water, dump your berries in, swish them around, and then, a little detail work here, you just need to look for soft berries. And sometimes the blueberries have a little piece of stem left on them, and you want to pull that off and throw it away. These are beautiful. They're really plump. Sweet too. Very nice. We always wash the berries because there can be bugs, there's dirt. I know there's a lot of controversy with the more delicate berries, such as blackberries and raspberries. If you know the source, don't bother to wash them, but they still come from a garden with dirt. There can be a few bugs, there can be something, and I just prefer to wash them. It makes me feel better. It also gives me an opportunity to go through and look for anything that might be too soft or not quite ripe enough. Next, the raspberries. Pretty straightforward. They just need a good little toss. Swish your berries around gently and pull up little scoops. And basically just pat them a little. See this one? See, it's very soft, it's not holding its shape. This one is on its way out too. So I would discard those. There, and clean raspberries. I wonder how they taste. Those are good too. Next, on to blackberries. But before I open them, I want to show you, with raspberries and blackberries, because they're such a delicate fruit, they have this little white pad on the bottom, and that just sort of absorbs any bruised juices. But that's a sign that there are bruised fruit in there. So what I do when I go to the store is I hold it upside down and I look at that little white sheet in there, and to see that it is white. If this, in the case of this, if it were purple, I would assume that there were a lot of damaged berries. If it were raspberries and it were pink or deep red, I would assume that there's a lot of damaged raspberries, and I would go on and look for another package. Put into cold water, gentle swish. Now see the bottom? It's very white. Just one little tiny purple stain on there, and that's a sign that the fruit is really in good shape. Swish them around. Look for any damaged fruit. These are really in great shape. I prefer not to serve damaged fruit. There's really nothing wrong with it. If it had mold on it or something like that, it would be different. But the texture is very, very soft and mushy. It doesn't make a very pretty presentation, and frankly, it doesn't feel very good on the palate. So I just prefer to throw them out. The last berry we're going to work with is strawberries. These just need a very light rinsing through a colander. They don't need to be soaked. So I'm just going to take these right over to the sink, give a little wash, and I'll be right back. All the strawberries needed was a light rinse. Now we need to remove the hull. I use a simple, just little paring knife, and just go right around in a circle to remove the hull. See? And that's gone. Now, with strawberries, sometimes you want to use them whole, but if you're making a strawberry shortcake or something else, you want to slice them. With this size strawberry, I would cut it in half vertically and cut it in half again. This just retains the shape of the strawberry, as opposed to slicing it horizontally. If you slice it horizontally, it doesn't look like a strawberry anymore. That's much nicer, I think, in your dessert than that. Later in lesson 2, we're going to make a triple berry crisp, and that will have the blackberries, the raspberries, and the blueberries. And it's one of my favorite desserts, but it's also something that I make more often for breakfast. I think it's a great way to start the day with a nice little oatmeal crust on top and delicious fresh fruit. The strawberries, on the other hand, I never like to cook them. There's something that gets lost about the berry when it's cooked. So I always like to keep them around for just eating a bowl like this with whipped cream or some strawberry shortcake, or make strawberry ice cream with some fresh berries. That's delicious too. Thanks for watching Honey Pie's recipes and letting me bring my kitchen to yours.